You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. He'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Purdy on first down. Open receiver is Bo Melton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. To throw is Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Here's Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
First and 10. Now here's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Lawrence. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Second and a yard. They run once more with McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession. But after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Jair Brown on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. That one intercepted. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll get about 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Remaining here in this 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On 1st down, Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2nd down, Lawrence. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
11, Agate. Take right open. Go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
13, Luke.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jaguars 28, 49ers 14.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he gets this up close to the 40. Foye Oluokun with the play. Purdy, quickly to Ayuk. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
RPO here, quick shot to Ayuk. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a...
It's now 2nd and
6. Here's a 2nd and 6. They motion a receiver right. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Take right open. Hey, let's go.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Hey, Ryan. 30 left. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. He will find Thomas. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
All resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 49ers.
2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Safe right.
Here's Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll roll out here with Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. KIO Juszczyk. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 21.
This could be the turning point.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Lawrence now. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down. To throw is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Metcalf with the grab. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick six. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. First and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. First and 10 now from the 36. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Try the jet sweep, heading right. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. We'll get this to Ayuk on the jet sweep. 2 minutes remaining. In the fourth quarter, we'll come back and finish this one off after this. We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Purdy. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it. And he's going to have the first down, able to reach the ball forward and dive past the yellow line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Purdy now on second down. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. All right, fellas. All right. One more time. Let's go. Big play. Big play. Okay.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. So, it's a win here for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans.